Hey guys, welcome to Recraft Relic channel and I hope you are doing well. So today we are going to build an image uploader from scratch using React.JS and Tailwind CSS. The image uploader will support drag to upload, and also you can click on it and then choose a file if you want to, right? Before starting, if you like what I do each Sunday, these live coding sessions, please subscribe to the channel and share the videos to as much as people you can. All right. So without further ado, let's get started. I already have a dummy React project here, and I also have added Tailwind CSS and font or some icons here in the CDN. I will give this CDN link in the description as well. Now let's start our application. And as I said, it will support the ability to also accept dragged files or dropped files into it, and also the click to upload, the traditional click to upload. Okay, so let's start by creating a div. All right, let's create our container div first, which will be like the main div. So it will be flex, its height will be screen, and its justify content justify will be center. All right, and now let's create our image uploader. Let's create div, class name. Let's give it a height of 80, width of 80. Let's give it a background gray maybe, and let's give it some shadow. You can see the div. I know if it gray works, maybe you can give a black 100. So I'm giving it BG black. Why it's not working? BG red works. BG black. Nope. So maybe BG gray will work. Yeah, 500. I will make it 200 maybe. Yeah, it seems good. Or maybe we can just leave it, right? It is just for demo purpose anyways. So you can see the div, and what I'm going to do is give it some margin from top, maybe empty 10, right? So it'll go like this. Then inside it we'll have some text, right? So I'll create a p, it will be upload, just upload that, or I can just say drag a file or click to upload, right? And now let's center it out, flex, justify center, and then items center. Right, it looks good. By the way, I love Tailwind. It's great for prototyping projects. Like I don't even have to write any HTML, and I am able to get this pretty easily just by writing class name. Definitely check it out. I have another video about Tailwind CSS. I will link them down in the description so you guys can have a look. But yeah, I just love it. It's so easy to prototype projects in Tailwind. So now we have drag a file or click to upload. Now let's get some icon here, right? Let's search font or some for a icon. icons. Let's take some upload icon, right? Upload, maybe this one. This is FAS far upload. So let's just do that. Class name FAS far upload, and we have the icon. That looks great. So but there should be some kind of space in between, so I'll just put some space here. NBSP, right? Yeah, it looks great. So you can see drag a file or click to upload here. Now we have a bit of UI already there. So now let's implement the juicy part, the meaty part, which is the functionality, how we are going to accept the dragged event and all that stuff. So firstly and foremost, I'm going to create a function called const on drag over. All right, and on drag, and there will be an event, and that event we have to prevent it. The reason to prevent the the event while dragging, I'll explain in a bit. For example, this div on drag enter, and on drag over, right? So let's remove them for right now, and let's try to drop something in it. So I'm just going to drag a file, maybe like a JPG file. So I'm going to go JPG file here, and you can see it basically uploads it in the next screen. Not uploads it, but opens it in the next screen, because that's the default functionality for the browser to do it. So in order to stop it, what I had to do is this on drag enter and drag over. And now if I reload and try to drop the same file, it again opens it. I think on drag enter and on drag and right. Yeah, on drag and. So now if I go ahead and upload this, still opens in the let me check. So basically on drag over and on drag enter event are preferred default, right? So now if I go ahead reload this, let's see why it's not working. Hey. Let me see where on drag enter. So we have a bug here, and let's see if we are able to solve it. So now if I go here, you can see on drag over it's doing this, and if I go like this, then it opens But I think the reason it's happening is not because the on drag and like the on drag enter and on drag over is not working. I think the reason it's not working because what you have to do is when you drop the event, you also have to prevent it, because if you don't prevent it, then it's going to open into a next file, right? So let's see, drop on drop, let's see if that works. And I'm going to drag here, and you can see now, right? So it's not opening in the new tab. The reason being, now we are preventing the default functionality that browser have, right, by hijacking that event. And once we have this event on drop, right, then let's try removing these and see if some things work or not. So let's drop this, and you can see, right, it opens in a new tab. The reason being, by default, when on drag ends over, then it basically try to open the, because browser have that default functionality, so it's try to open it in the new tab. But here we are hijacking the event, preventing it from propagating to the not propagating, but preventing it, the default browser functionality, right? So now that's great. Now we have, now in this on drop, we can actually access files. So for example, we can just go ahead and say dt, because this event will have a data transfer property, and let's console this dt. And let's remove this console as well. So let's drag it here, and you can see, right, the data transfer object. Now what we have to do, we can extract files from it. You can see this files array, right? So now we can extract files from it, or I can just destructure it. Files equal to dt dot files, right? Not dt dot files, but dt, right? And then we can say, if files have a 0th element, then set the file. All right, set the file, and which will be file's 0th element, and then we can use state. We can have a new local state called file set file equal to use state, and then just set it for null. And then here what we can do is, maybe outside this div, let's show the file name. So if file exists in the state, then show the file date, file.name, either null. Let's see if it works. Use state is not defined. Let's auto import it, right? Reload the page. You have this. Let's upload this file, and you can see, right, how to factor polynomial.png. So it's able to read the file, right? That's great. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to improve the style a bit, and I'm just going to wrap these inside a div like this, and then have this p inside here, right? And this thing, I'll just say class name, or what I can do is maybe just put this icon here, right? And then let's try to upload the file, and you can see the style being slaughtered. So what I'm going to do is, instead of like here, I'm going to change the column direction to this, and now you can see, right, this thing. The other thing that I'm going to do is give this p bit margin from top, maybe empty 10, and also like increase its font size and give this div some padding as well. Padding 10. Yeah. And instead of 2, and I'm also going to text line center. And now if I go ahead and do like upload another, for example, image, and then you can see logo.png, right? Or anything else, right? Anything else. I can upload a PDF if I want. I can just do this and it will do this PDF. For this is going out of the bounds, right? So why it's going out of the bounds? Yeah, but we'll not worry about it right now, because this is a single name and that's why it's not breaking. So we have to like add a class break all and all that stuff. I'm not going to worry about that much, about that. And for example, this is work. All right. So now this is done, right? Basically, what, when we are implementing drag and drop and from scratch, we think that will be the hardest part, but that is actually the simplest part. You just have to add these on drop events and look for the data transfer and you have the file. Now you can use any kind of API or any kind of whatever kind of API or whatever kind of backend you have to upload this file, because you already have that binary file here, and then you can upload it. Now let's implement our on click and we will basically done, and it will be a very short video as well. So let's get that done. So I'm just going to create an input here. Input type equal to file, and it will have a ref. So I'll just call it input, and it will have class name. I don't want to like display that input, so I'm just going to say hidden, right? I think that's the class we use. So let's see. If not, I'll search for it. So const input will be equal to use ref, right? And that's great. Yeah, I think input works because it's hidden. If I remove this, then you will be able to see it. Yeah, now it's hidden. Okay, great. Yeah. Let me check something quick. Right. So now let's, this is great. So when on click, basically on click input dot, we'll call input dot click basically. I think this is how it works. Let's see. We'll find it together. So let's click on this. Input dot click is not function. Yeah, it definitely is not, because it's input dot current. Okay, so yeah, that's sounds great. So let's do one thing. So the one thing that we have to do is this thing. We have to like give it pointer here, and now let's check one sec. So now if you go here, click on this, maybe upload this, and open this, nothing will work because here on the on change, right here in the on change, you have to put the on drop function, basic, not the on drop, but we have to like you know, define a new function called handle change, and we'll go here const handle change, right, event, and we are just going to say const files will be equal to e dot target dot files, right, and the same logic basically, right, same logic. Now if I go ahead, click this and select this and open it, you can see the ff.png image. And yeah guys, I mean, this is pretty much it. I mean, it's a very short video, but yeah, I mean, this is pretty much it. Creating an image upload from scratch is not that much of a work. So in case if you want to build a custom image uploader, you should go ahead, because even the drag and drop is not that much of a big deal, and even the this on click and hiding it and giving it the style that you want to do, it's pretty simple. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll do the same thing on the next Saturday. There will be a new live coding session, so if you like it, please subscribe, please share the video, and yeah guys, till then, that's pretty much it.